Alright, this is where I'm just going to do a whole bunch of examples. I'm not really going to explain it as in depth as I normally would, but it's more like you're watching, you're getting a feel for, am I doing the right step? Is my thought process the same as what mine is, so that you're generally going in the right direction. So let's just go. Before I talked about similar problems, so I'm going to just do two similar ones over here. Let's throw in a something like this. That's not going to give me a whole number, which sounds fine. Alright, so let's rock these out. Here, -2 is furthest away. Opposite, cancel. Divided by 4, add up. Opposite of dividing is multiplying. Multiply out. Bam. 28. Furthest away here is dividing, because it is attached to the +2 on top. So I'm going to multiply by 4 to both sides. Sorry, you should have used a different color, my B. Let me separate those. Cancel. X minus 2 is left over from the top. 5 times 4 is 20. Then you're going to do the opposite of -2 to both sides and add 2. If this is a little too fast, then you can watch it at half speed and stuff too. What am I going to do first here? Am I going to divide by 3 or subtract 5? I'm going to subtract 5 to both sides. Make sure I'm not doing it to the wrong side. Equals 13. Then I'm going to divide out. Doesn't go in all. If you want to write it as a mixed number, you could do that. Or if you want to leave it as 13 over 3, that's fine too. Alright, let's look at some more examples. So what else might you see? You might see some power of 2's. Haven't seen any power of 2's yet. We saw stuff like this, where the opposite was taking a square root. And positive and -6, both are solutions. So you might see something like this. That's a power of 2, that's a yikers. That's a bad power of 2. Where's my eraser? Okay. So we might see something like this, where I need to do the opposite of either power of 2 or -5. So here the opposite first is going to be -5. X to the power of 2 is equal to 15. And then I would take a square root. Here this does not go in completely, so I'm just going to leave it as my answer. Square root of 15. The similar one that you would see to that is you might see something like this. And let's make this a nice whole number. I know this was 10, but now it's 100. Wow! So this is for new example. But here, now the power of 2 is not just on the x, like it was here. Now it's way over here on the bunched two terms that are connected inside. So here you do root first. And actually, if you got that flavor, you would know there's two answers here. So here what would actually happen is you would want to add 5 to a positive 10 and add 5 to a negative 10. Nice little weird zombie 5 there. And I would get two answers. Alright, let's just throw in another example into this bottom area. So we did power of 2, we did some root stuff, division stuff. In general, you're usually looking at a multiplying, dividing step and an adding, subtracting step. That's a super common one. I haven't done a root one in this though. So the difference for these two, actually let me open a blank page, but I'll do it pretty quick. So the difference between these two, which I've talked about before, if everything is under the root, like in this one, then the root is the first thing that has to go. If only the x is under the root, like this one, then the 7 is the first thing that needs to go. So overall, I'm just gonna, oh yikers. Yeah, give me that red pan. It even is telling me it's red pen. Alright, I get it. Sorry for the sloppiness. Root x still. Cancel. Add up. 10, opposite of my root, power 2. 100, don't get a 20 there. Boom. And then over here, my root is closer, or blah, 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 my root is further away, so I gotta get rid of that first. So I'm gonna get 3 to the power of 2 here. It's not two answers, it's just 3 to the power of 2. Still have x minus 7 because that's everything under the root. Multiply out, and then I can add my 7s to both sides. x equals 16. Alright. You know, ask me questions, let me know what you got. In general, you're going to have like a root with an adding or subtracting, or a multiplying and dividing with adding and subtracting. You're not going to see a lot of like 3 root. I guess we could do that. Alright, something to think about for me. If you want to know how to do this, then let's talk. Oh, you guys could do this. Yeah, we're going to do some of this. Alright, cool. Alright, see you later.